Hey, it is Coach D, your budget coach, and I help ambitious adults meet and exceed their financial goals while still enjoying life in the process. Today, we're going to discuss different types of budgets because a lot of times we start budgeting, it doesn't work, and we give up. But what we don't do is try a different type of budget. There are many different types of budgets, and maybe the budget you're using is not the budget for you. So, what I'm going to do today is cover four different types of budgets. And maybe one of those budget types you've tried, but maybe one you've never tried, maybe one you've heard of, maybe one you've never heard of. Either way, stay tuned and learn the different types of budgets we're going to discuss today. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I go live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Talk Tuesday, where I share tips to help you enhance your finances. And then I post a video every Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern for your pleasure. All right, so the first type of budget we'll go over is the traditional budget, where we get our income, we get our expenses, we create that plan, we make sure that we are accounting for all of our income and make sure that all of our expenses are covered. And the purpose of that budget, just like any other budget, is just to see where your money is going, to be able to track it and so you can better manage it. Another budget type is the 50-30-20. You probably heard of this one because this one is spoke about and talked about so much. And this budget is 50% of your needs, 30% of your wants, and 20% of your savings. So this budget, I would say, in my opinion, is a little bit harder than some because it depends on your actual income. It sounds easy to just break it down, take your income and really divide it up. But if you have a lot of expenses, it could be hard for this one to actually work out. Because if your expenses exceed 90%, then that leaves you not enough money to do the 20% for your savings. Or, you know what I mean? So this one is a little bit tougher, but this is a budget type that could work for some. Another type of budget is the cash only budget, where you will simply take the money out of the bank and separate it for different expenses. This could also be very similar to the envelope type of budget, which where you pull your money out, you have your envelopes, you label for each expense, you put the amount of the expense, and you just put your money in there for each expense to make sure that everything is paid, to see that you have enough, to see what you need to move around. And that's a different type of budget, and that could be easier for you because you actually have your money in your hand, in your face, and you can really do what you wish with it. Well, not do what you wish, because of course we're sticking to our budget, but put it where it belongs and make sure that you don't overspend in a different area, because you literally see this much goes to this envelope, this much goes to this envelope. And then that's how that one works out. So that one could be good for you if you're someone who likes to see where your money is going. For someone who doesn't, deal with a lot of cash and their money stays in the bank, that one might be a little bit difficult for you. But another way you could do that is have multiple bank accounts and have different labels for them. Now, we don't want to have 10 bank accounts, right? But we can have, bank account for our household expenses, bank accounts for our auto expenses, bank account for our fund, bank account for our savings. So you could break it down, but just wouldn't have as many bank accounts as you would if you did the envelope method, which also is similar to the cash method that we were talking about. And the last budget type we will discuss is the savings first budget. Now, this one is actually exactly like the title. You would literally put your money aside for savings and then handle your bills, your expenses with everything that remains. So it's really not that hard, but it could be hard depending on if you save too much and then you don't leave enough money to pay for your other expenses. So just like any of the other budget types we talked about, you literally have to look at your expenses to see what you have, what you need, and how you can work it, because they all are different, but they all are a form of money management. So you need to make sure that you have the right amount of money for all of your expenses. Of course, if you don't have enough money for the expenses, then we need more income. But if we have extra money, then guess what? We can do some extra savings, or we could pay down some extra debt. So I hope this was helpful, learning about the different types of budgets. Hopefully one of these you could try. Again, these are not the only types of budgets. You can definitely Google for more. I will share more later. But in this video, we just went over those four. If you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe to the page. We go live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Talk Tuesday. We post a video every Friday. If you are someone who would love to learn your money personality, I will put the link below to my free money personality quiz, where you can learn what kind of spender you are and how you really manage your money. I'll see you next time. Again, this is Coach D, your budget coach. Happy budgeting.